Hello and welcome back to my channel, Selling with Corey, where we do these sit down chit chat videos. I let you know how my print on demand stores are doing. You give me advice on what I can do to make things better. And today we are going to go back to our normal routine of starting our weeks off with my Etsy updates. So I know we just did an update a couple of days ago. Surprisingly, we had quite a bit happen this weekend and quite a bit updates going on. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start with social media because nothing in my social media has changed. No new followers, no new orders coming from it. So we're just going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Social media has been very, very slow. I believe I posted twice this weekend since I recorded. So yeah, I'm at least trying to make a better, conscious decision to post a little bit more on the Instagram. But let's go ahead and let's talk about my ads and clicks and orders and all that good stuff. So I'm continuing to do dollar a day ads. Obviously, I have 17.1K views on my ads with 97 clicks, which equals $22.28 is what I currently owe Etsy for my advertisements. Now, I have 10 orders from ads alone. Now, you didn't hear that wrong. I have 10. That blows my mind that I'm actually making sales. And that's crazy. Now, granted, all of the sales that I'm making right now are all from digital designs. I do have one product sale where I sold a physical item this month. But other than that, all of the other sales are digital items. All of my advertised sales are digital items. I think I'm up to 14 sales total this month. I made 3 sales alone on Saturday. That is crazy. That literally 3 sales in one day. That's the most I've ever done. So I'm super excited about that. As you all know, I have been having some slight issues with my SVG files from Canva. And I think I have figured out the problem, which obviously is half the battle. I do plan on doing a video later this week on that. It's going to be a screen sharing video. So I'm going to make a video on that later this week, kind of going more in depth as to what's going on, at least what I think is going on and what I believe the problem is at this point, which is really good that I figured it out on the one hand. On the other hand, I don't want it to kind of slow down my digital sales. I've only had 2 people actually reach out to me about it. Obviously, the one that I spoke about in my last 2 videos. And then I did have another person reach out to me this weekend about it that I was trying to help her out pretty much for the most part on Sunday to fix it. And I started doing some research into what was going on. And that's how I kind of found out what I believe at this point the problem is. Now, I do not have a Cricut, so I can't guarantee that that's a problem, but I'm pretty sure I figured out the problem, and we'll go more into depth in that later this week. I'm going to give it its own video because it's going to be pretty informative / in-depth from what I've heard or what I've been reading. So we'll see if that works. I do have kind of a backup plan at this point of what I can do to kind of counteract that or to help out with that. I do plan on speaking about that in that video as well. But the second person who had an issue with, they never even got the files from Etsy, which I find to be awfully weird. So I ended up just emailing it to them. I emailed them all 4 of the files that I offer, obviously, when you purchase a digital file from me. And then that's when we started getting into the conversation of the fact that they were having the same problem the previous purchaser had. And that's when I kind of started looking more into it because I feel like if I'm going to sell digital items, I need to know what the issue is in order to help fix it for the customer. And I want to make sure that my customers are happy. And then this also helps me in the future going forward when it comes to designing, which is kind of the whole point, is to make everything better. And the fact that I'm just getting into digital sales, I want to make sure everything's better. Speaking of digital sales, as you all know, on the 21st, my sale came off of my digital sales. I was doing 50% off my digital sales pretty much since I started them in March. And yeah, that came off and I didn't renew it. and I have made four or five sales since that sale came off. So clearly people do think that the price I'm selling my digital items for are worth the price at this point. So that makes me very, very, very happy. Obviously, when we get through with April next week, when I go to talk about how April went in general, I'll give you a breakdown of how much I got in digital sales altogether. I'll give you a breakdown of what I made for the month. We're just going to have a little bit of a longer video because Etsy is really taking off right now, and I really think it all comes down to those digital sales that I'm doing and the fact that now I'm trying to solve a problem that I didn't know existed at this point. I think that's going to make things a lot better and a lot easier for me and my customers in the future, which that's what you want when you own a business. You want to make sure that you understand all of the problems so that you can help your customers and you can fix it for them. So I just kind of look at that as part of my journey of selling digital items and what I can do to help them out. So yes, super excited. I do not plan on putting my digital items back on sale at this point, since they are selling really well at their full sale price. We're gonna give it at least until the end of the month, maybe through the first week of May, kind of see how everything goes, and then we'll kind of go from there and we'll see what happens. And then maybe I might put them on a smaller sale, or I'll bump the price up and then put them on sale. We'll see. Obviously, I will make sure to keep you all in the loop as to what my plans are and what I'm doing. And that's pretty much it for this week in Etsy. Etsy has a lot going on right now, and I'm super, super excited for everything that's happening at the moment with my Etsy shop. I really think that's one of the most places that kind of keeps me going with doing my print on demand. And I'm not even really selling print on demand anymore. Now I'm selling digital stuff, and I'm selling it really well. And I do think that's kind of where things are going right now. We'll see what the future brings. If you want to follow me to see what the future brings, make sure you hit that subscribe button that's down here. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Leave me a comment if you have any recommendations about the Cricut thing. Like I said, I am going to go more into depth in that later this week. So make sure you're subscribed so you know when that video comes out. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.